Software stocks on a bit of a hot streak here, massively outperforming the semis. B of A today notes that today marks the best trailing 5-day performance of the IGV ETF versus the SMH and asks, is this finally software's turning point? Our Deirdre Bosa is live from Box's annual BoxWorks conference out in San Francisco. And Dee, a lot of desks trying to make sense of what this trend's all about.
Right, and the big question is, could this be a new chapter for software? A few reasons that it could be, Carl. One, it's what we talked about on Tech Check yesterday, scaling laws and this growing debate in Silicon Valley that rapid Gen AI advancements in recent years have peaked, and they're now showing signs of deceleration. If that holds, then investors, they might look to applications or software built on existing models versus buying the hardware driving major improvements in those models themselves. Two, and this is related to that first point, this is the age of agents in Gen AI. We're firmly in it. You got Salesforce, Microsoft with products, Box today announcing a new platform that enables enterprises to create and deploy custom AI agents. That is all the rage right now. And agents are a Gen AI use case meant to drive productivity and new revenue streams by automating tasks, expanding those applications, those use cases. Now, these are some of the other names that B of A says stand to benefit from that shift. ServiceNow, HubSpot, Adobe, Intuit. Third guy, software could benefit from the incoming Trump administration. Election uncertainty, no longer an overhang or an excuse for enterprises. You may also have increased economic growth that could translate into increased spending on software. On the flip side, Trump's victory, that also raises worries of a China trade war, and that is bearish for semis, why you see that massive divergence right now. If this is a turning point for software, it may be helpful for investors to keep this chart in mind. It shows the monetization cycles during the mobile platform shift, that last major technological shift. You see that gains accrued to semi-stocks first, then to infrastructure, then software and services. It took about 5 years for investment to flow into that third category, but many say that the AI shift is happening a lot faster. All that said, a software resurgence, far from being locked in, a spike in inflation, of course, could impact the rate and spending environment. You got a new crop of Gen AI native software startups that could challenge the legacy players that are public. And then there's also the risk, guys, we've talked about before, that generative AI could disrupt traditional business models altogether. The workforces, the CRMs, they could automate tasks that make them seem redundant or even obsolete. Now, we're going to be talking to Box CEO Aaron Levie about all of this and more in the exchange. And I can tell you guys, for a San Francisco event, it is very busy, very buzzy here. We've got some great speakers at this event, including Anthropic's CEO.